Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. We're continuing with our blind playthrough of the Chants of Sennaar, and on this sort of slightly ominous point, I have the character for death highlighted here. We're just in the middle. We ended the last episode figuring out some of the, quite a lot of the words of this new language, the language of warriors, I suppose, the warrior language it seems to be. And we've just learned about like picking up boxes, putting down boxes, pushing things, and I was actually just looking back at kind of how I made a mistake in the last episode, which is fine. Like that's what I'm here to do. Like I'm going to be doing a lot of that. But I was just curious about like how I had become so sure that this character here was stop, despite the fact that I had earlier learned that this character was, while not stop, wait. It was used in opposition to the word for go when the sort of the warrior leader was giving orders to the troops. So they look kind of similar, but I had already learned this one. Obviously, I had not fully learned it, but I had technically, in quotation marks, learned it in the game, and then soon after saw this one on the statue, but, it really seemed like the statue was doing a stop, stopping somebody, stopping the devotees, stopping the demons, whatever it turned out to be. Anyway, no, it's push, and so in retrospect, I'm thinking back about the use of this character on the statue, the warrior push, and I can't remember whether it was devotees or someone else. But yeah, anyway, so many interesting, this is a really interesting language. As I said in the last episode, like this warrior language is for me much less intuitive, personally, than the devotee language. So but we've got at least quite a lot of confirmed characters now to kind of, work from now. I've got, I think, some good guesses about the rest of it. Or at least about the others that we have. So, let's see what happens when we move beyond this point. They just continue their box work. They continue. So I wonder if what they're doing down there is moving. I don't know. Maybe this is a bit conventional. They've got a little canal there. They've got these carts that are on rails. They have boxes and jars and sacks that they are moving, transporting. They've got some kind of logistics operation here. What would be in here? I suppose my two thoughts, from drawing from general stories is arms or treasure. But I don't really think that they're moving arms, right? It doesn't seem like that sort of thing. If I had to guess, I would guess from the kinds of scattered sort of boxes they've got here, maybe it's treasure, but maybe it's not conventional treasure as we might understand it, like gold coins and things like that. Maybe it's something that they consider to be a treasure. I don't know, maybe it's instruments. It feels like instruments, their ruler has an instrument. It feels like instruments play a big role here. I hope I have actually, because I know when this guy speaks, I have to kind of click on my journal to capture the word, lay plural box. I do really like that, this way of doing plurals. It's sort of, it's interesting. It was unexpected for me and interesting, therefore. Okay, I think I got everything he has to say. Now, I think I'm going to be discovered if I press B now. Maybe not. Let's see. We can experiment because it's okay. If we get caught, it's a little bit scary, but we're okay. Oh, hang on. It's letting me sneak. If it lets me sneak, it makes me feel like I should sneak. We've got to know. Should I? It's not going to be very sneaky to run on the hamster wheel. I can go in here or I can run on the hamster wheel. I'm going to run on the hamster wheel. Let's see. What's this going to do? That thing behind the elevator moves up. For what? For what is that useful? Maybe, I probably need... It's probably same as what we experienced before. It's how power is generated. So we need to use our own human power on the hamster wheel in order to lift this giant weight, and then the giant weight falling will power the elevator. I think that's how that's working. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, that was so cute the way we snuck into the door. So this looks like a water level that we can lower it at some point to go down here, but maybe we also want it to move on the boat at some point. Let's see. That looks like a store of, I don't know, some kind of liquid, oil, alcohol. So we've got an elevator there, but there is a person right next to it the whole time. What happens if we do this? It go up. Is that person surprised? They don't react at all. They don't react at all. So they don't care about the elevator moving. But what if I were to be on the elevator? Ah, this, okay, this, so my guy is telling me this needs an object. What? Why would that need an object? Do I need to hide under something? Is that the idea, that I like cover myself with something, or I put on a disguise before I go up there? Maybe we need to, I mean, there's someone in here. Here's what I'm picturing. Maybe we need to sort of steal, you know, like kind of grab someone and steal their warrior costume and then use that as a disguise to get up the elevator. That could be it. Sneaky sneak time. Ah, no, there's two guys in here. I mean, I don't know if my guy has any has any compatibility anyway, so I don't think that's what's going to be happening. Go, 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 go. Alright. I mean, so far so okay. Yeah, he was a little bit suspicious, but so far so good. So this box is also going to need an item that I don't have, but otherwise I can run over here. Let's look at these boxes. Okay, it's the box store. the storage for boxes. I love that they just call it boxes, like rather than what's in the box. Maybe that's what they value. They value, as a society, they value boxes and the organization of, oh crap. They value the organization of objects. So yeah, boxes is indeed what they're transporting. Big boxes, small boxes, all kinds of boxes. Let's instead try over here. So even if I were to go, there's some boxes there that will hide us here, but to what end? Why? I would just get on the elevator. That seems to be the only place I can go from here. Maybe... Do I... Okay, now this is making me rethink what this is for. This might be... Maybe I need to... Alright, hang on. Let's just try. Let's see if anything looks different when we try this. Maybe I need to put the elevator up there, throw something to make this guard interested in the elevator, and then the guard goes on the elevator and somehow I quickly run down to the lever and move them down. Could that be it? It seems very... I mean, I don't... Yeah, I've got nothing. It's like, I got nothing. Good idea, Rebecca, but I got nothing. I got nothing. Alright, so clearly we... Whoa, 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 whoa. Run, 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 run. Go up the elevator. Go up the elevator. It's a good thing we seem to have the power of time and space on our side. That helps. That helps. It's still thrilling and scary when you have to run. Hang on, what this? Ah, so maybe this is if the other one is boxes, maybe this one is bottles. They look like bottles more than jars, right? I'm just going with the container rather than the thing that's in there. Alright. Let's try and be a little bit more sneaky this time. But is there anywhere else I can go? Doesn't look like it. Alright. We can run over here, but then from here, the box is the only thing Oh, hang on. What? I can take the box? I don't know if I'm safe here. Let's just not move. Hang on. Are we okay? Huh. So, maybe this box is what I have to use with the elevator. But how is that going to work? Go, go, go. Oh, we can't go fast. We've got to keep that in mind. We can only, when we're carrying a giant box that's the size of us, we can only really trundle. I don't think I trust this timing. Let's let him go past first. This guard's doing all the work. The other one's just standing there watching. Not even looking out, you know, like not even guarding. Just watching. Just standing there watching, you know, them. Oh, hang on. Okay, he saw me from a long way off. He's a better guard than the other guy who should be guarding. This guy's doing all the work. And he's stomping. He knows it. Well, hang on. I can't seem to move. Okay, I just have to get out of sneak mode. Oh my god. So surely we put this here. Alright. Ah. Well, that's bottles. That's a box. What is... Oh, here's where we do big and small. Got it. So big, small. Hey. I'm comfortable with these. So it's interesting to review. Like originally I was thinking these characters were pick up and put down, and the you know, the shape of them like made sense to me, that especially if this one was up, the lines, it feels to me like the lines move up and here the lines move down. It's not dissimilar again to the characters, the kanji for up and down in Japanese, so that was sort of a you know, a connection I could kind of easily make in my brain. But no, it's big and small, and so it's interesting to then think about what this character is saying. It's more like the vertical lines are showing the movement of the horizontal one. The horizontal one is showing up, you know, upward movement, big, and here downward movement, down. Interesting, small. The jar, I suppose, you know, it looks, the bottle rather, it looks enough like a kind of a bottle shape. And yeah, the box looks enough like a kind of a box shape. But is there any other pattern going on here that I can kind of see? So let me just have a look at the characters that we know are nouns. That's a verb. Noun has a little horizontal stripe in it. Has a little horizontal stripe in it. I mean, love, it's a noun, but it's a sort of an intangible kind of thing. Doesn't have a little horizontal stripe in it. Also doesn't have even the same kind of angularity as the other characters. Death, same, very different. Can't really see a pattern to them. Warrior, it's a noun, but it's a person. So devotee is a person, warrior is a person. They both have like a kind of a central vertical line and a V, an upward V or a downward V. Like, which, you know, a person you could kind of see. Like, this is, I mean, if you literally think of this as a person, the little V, you know, down the bottom is their legs. This could be a warrior kind of holding two big swords, right? With the arms sticking out the side. What would this make, what would this be? This could sort of, if I think of it that way, then this is like an upside down person with their legs in the air. But maybe it's that the V in this case is kind of their head and they're holding, well, this is a devotee, not a warrior. Oh, so their arms are up in worship. Their arms are up in worship, whereas this is a warrior. They have an arm out the side holding a sword. That second vertical line, that could be it. This, in a sense, this could also be seen to have the kind of person construction in it, except rather than a V at the top, the V is kind of completed into a halo, because we saw that person in the statue with a halo. So that kind of makes sense to me. Yeah, the people characters are kind of making sense. This looks, you know, it looks close enough to the original, to the character for God in the devotee language that I can still imagine this being God, but I don't know. Death. Could death be a variant on the person? If we imagine that there's a person with arms, but the arms are kind of like draped downwards. I don't know. An intimidating person. A character for death? I don't know. Push, I mean, on first glance, it sort of looks like an arrow. And this one kind of looks like an arrow. So both could be kind of movement related, but yeah, I can't really make sense of them as of yet. Cart looks like a cart, looks like a box, looks like a bottle. Lay, carry, possess. These two certainly have a relationship. It's almost the same character, but with kind of, you know, different lines in the middle. And maybe this one is protect, which could be like a line enclosing another line, almost like a line being spooned, but like a partial box being spooned by another partial box. So that could be what protect is. Interesting. All right. Anyway, we're in the middle of some kind of complex operation here. Let's try moving this up. That seems like the next stage. Now maybe this guy will move over to the box. Are you interested in the box? Or is it simply that this provides cover? This provides cover for me. Oh, no, very bad timing. Evade. I did it. I tricked him. Run. There was nowhere for me to go. But I'm proud of my effort. Oh no, am I going to have to do the box again? No, the box is there, thank God. Okay. Praise God. Oh, I didn't, so he's, alright, he seems like he's more perceptive this time. Okay, we'll be more careful with the approach. I mean, the other times when I went up there, he really didn't seem to care very much. Alright. We'll make sure he's headed in the other direction when I go up the stairs. Getting ready to sneak. Go. Okay. Get in sneaking position. Okay. Now I might have to do the same thing. We'll wait for him to come over and then we'll get ready for sneaking as he heads the other direction. Yeah? Okay. We're just heading straight for the door this time. Go. God, I feel like we're a little bit slow, but we made it. Oh, okay. It feels like we went out of the frying pan into the fire. This is... Well, that's where they're literally standing. I don't think... And there's one of them is sort of semi-facing towards me, so I don't feel like I should be going there. So maybe this is the thing. That said, why is this here? I'm very curious, so I'm going to try it. Ah! Right, experiment completed. Let's, okay, so there's a cart pushing guy over there. Here. If I can sneak up here, and then what? I feel like there's no way I could do that. It just feels like it's too close to them. Could I do this, just with a little bit more distance? Maybe I can do both. Let's let little cart pusher go past. Let's give it a try. Nope. Hide. Okay. I hide. Me hide, but behind boxes. What about... Oh, I can go over there, but that guy's looking, so that's not going to work. Can I go all the way over here? Yes. And then this looks safe. Okay. But where is this guy going to go? Can I make it? Before he turns back? Go, 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 go. Did we... Oh, maybe. Maybe. There's another gong over here. However, it won't let me select it, so... So that guy up ahead of me doesn't move. Cart pusher is there. Where can I go from here? I could move behind the cart pusher, but where does he go? Does he just go off screen and then disappear? But if I do go there, no, there's a guard. There's two guards looking directly at that spot, so that can't be it. I mean, I can't go here, surely, because that guy is looking straight at it. Like, he'd see my approach. As far as I can tell, there's these three places. Let's just try... Oh, that one sees me from all the way over there. Huh. Well, hang on. Let's give this one a go then, and just wait for that guy to slightly turn their head. That's insane. No. That can't be right. I mean, it does feel like I need to use the gong. However, it will not let me. I don't think any of these will work. Let's go back. Maybe we need a different approach. So I feel like this guy with the trio is gonna... He was the guy who was moving before, right? I feel like I should be able to go down some of the stairs. Seems weird that I'm not. Okay, where can I go from here? Right next to them. This is really just taking me back. Over here. Like, where would I go? That's right in front of a guard. Well, if the cart guy isn't there, theoretically I could go here, but then where? But then where? Like, why have I made it all of this way to head back in this direction? No, the cart guy's coming and I don't know where to go. I'm clicking a bit desperately. It doesn't feel... Can the cart guy see me here? He honestly looks like he's staring at me, but no, I guess not. Like, just theoretically, if I were to go... Let's just go. Yeah, I know you can see me, but like, where would I even go from here? I mean, it brings me back here. Yeah, I mean, logically, this should be the progress, right? Oh, okay. So I do need to try this central one. I just do it when the cart is blocking the other guy. Got it. Same as what we did before. I should have remembered that. I think I was just so surprised that that guard saw me from all the way over there. Keen eyesight, that one. I mean, he is doing what a guard should be doing. Okay, go. Is that quick enough? Maybe not quick enough. Yes, quick enough. Oh, now... Okay, now we can distract this one. Makes sense. Am I going to be able to act... I can't get it highlighted. I can't get it highlighted. Hang on. I'm going to have to try again. It's hard to know exactly where to click to get the right position to highlight. And then it's hard to get it to stay there. I still need the cover of the cart. I'm just hiding, hoping that he gets bored or... Alright. Okay, so we're gonna have to time this with the cart again, twice in a row. Okay, go. Made it. Pick up whatever this is. Thrilling. Here he comes. So maybe let's chuck this. I'm not sure what this timing is. And go straight away. We might have just made it. Should I move now? Yes, I should. Okay. This is good. I think we can go here. Okay, alright, but I'm gonna need to wait for him to move back in the other direction before I move here. Ooh. I've nearly done it. Run through the door. But I want to look at that. I wanted to look at the sign next to the door. Okay, so this is arms. This is the armory. God, the colors are so good. So good. Is this is where we get our uniform. Yeah? Oh my god. What else is there? Spear. Hang on, are these different? It's the same. Oh, but the helmet is different. Oh, hang on. So maybe I need to know, like, which weapon goes with which helmet. What am I going to... Well, let's go with the bigger helmet for now. Who has what? Do the people with the bigger helmet have the spear or the sword? I feel like they have the sword. Do I have a change of robes or anything though? Doesn't look like it. Hehehe. They'll suspect nothing. Let's go through. No, they've immediately suspected me. Hang on. They let me just come back in here and try again. They let me try again. That's so kind of them. Everyone understands what's going on here. Like, this is all a setup for me to, like, this is some kind of, like, ritual for me to, like, prove myself. So everyone's just kind of, pretending to be big scary guard and giving me challenges. I'm probably, like, 10. I'm a child. Well, what if we just change our helmet? How's that? No, they don't like that. I can't get a proper good look at them. Spear? There doesn't seem to be anything else to click on, but is there something else? Nope, there's only this shelf. Well, let's try big helmet and spear. Maybe I just can't go this way. Yeah, short helmet. They're kind of the lowly workers. Big helmet seems more important, and they have sword. Big helmet has sword. In fact, I don't know who has a spear. Just seems like we have swords. But these are the same, yeah? It's exactly the same. I can't see any different. And there's no variation here. It's just on or off. Well, let's try going out this way then. They immediately catch me. There's no sneaking. I wonder if I can look at this sign quickly before I get caught. Yes! I got it. That's weapons or arm. I'm just gonna say arms. I'm sure that's what it is. That's the armory. Awesome. Hehehe. So I got the most important thing, which is the language. Well. Like, what other combo can I try? No, they don't like that. Thankfully, I get infinity tries at this. If I were to take everything off, then what? Does it give me any sneaking opportunity? No. No, nothing. So I simply can't go this way. But can I sneak out again? No, I cannot. Alright, so whatever I'm going to do, I have to get right in here. But there is only this. What about no shield? Okay. Yeah, they have no shield. Okay, they have no shield. They have no shield, but they have sword, yeah? That was the issue. You don't want me to have a shield. Even though there are 2 sections for shield. There we go. Okay, we're fine. Hey everybody! Isn't it great not having a shield? Oh, sorry. Alright, so they get suspicious if you act suspicious and go too close. Can I just walk past you? Okay, so we can walk around like a fool and nobody seems to mind that we're not doing anything in the proper way. We could go... Where am I going now? Oh, okay. Does anyone mind me just going over here? Oh, I can join the back of them. Surely. But what is over here? Nothing. Our movement is hilarious. Surely I can... No. What? Can I just kind of follow you guys? 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, just be a little bit more confident, my guy. Be a little bit more confident. We do not look confident. We look nervous. That scene with the moon is so good. Don't get too close. Swing your arms at least. Like, hold the sword the way that they're holding it. Warriors march. Interesting. I'm not even marching. He told me to march. Let's go. Smooth. No, go. What? Hang on. What? Why didn't it go in? All right. How did I find myself in this situation? Just act normal. I mean, I guess they're gonna open the door again, right? It won't let me go through. It's open, it won't let me go through. So how do I join them? No. I mean, there didn't seem to be a way for me to join the end of them to follow, like we had before. Surely I am meant to be, like, here, right? But nothing appears, so it can't be that. It can't be that. Okay, it won't let me in this door. I mean, this really seems like exactly what I meant to do. I'm just gonna try one more time, even though I guess this doesn't work. I guess this ain't it. This ain't it. It just feels like this is what we have the costume for, right? No matter how close I try to follow them, I'm simply stuck there. Alright. Well, excuse me, let's go this way. Can I come and see you guys? Carry the little crate. Carry the big crate. Which one? There's so many. What do you mean? Carry the little crate. There's multiple little crates as well. Go pass. Cart. Oh, what? Sorry, you don't like me going there? I'm just a regular guard. I'm just a regular warrior, just like you. We're all just normal men, right? We're normal guards. So I can't go in there. I don't think the crate is going to help me. Do you need help pushing this? Maybe? No. Doesn't feel like it. I mean, I can't pick up a box. I can't join anything here. Nope. Nope. He doesn't like me being there. Well, but this just takes me back to where... Why is this red now? Why is this now like a river of blood? This wasn't red before, was it? There's nothing over here. I mean, this is all just going to lead me back to the same area, yeah? Ah, do I have to get a jar? Excuse me, my fellows. I've been ordered by our esteemed ruler. To get a jar of that stuff we like so much. A bottle of the good stuff, am I right? A bottle of the good stuff coming up. I'll just walk up here doing my deliveries as usual. I might go this way if that's alright with you. Hey, just normal guards all hanging out, right? So nowhere to go there. Where am I taking this? Evening. Well, I can kind of go most places except in the main place I think I should be going, in the big door. Aha! We can go up here now. Alright, well I'm here with a jar of something or other. I don't know why. Kind of got the run of the place now. Ah, hello. Warrior God. Possess arms. Well, hang on. This one is easy. I got that one. I got this one. Arms cut. What haven't we done yet? Is it because they're saying they are God? Duty. Of course. So, of course, I was simply wrong. Warrior duty. The warrior duty is to carry arms. Interesting. Interesting. No! Warrior's duty is now a question. Push. So maybe by push they mean oppress. Like push them down. The warrior's duty is to oppress the devotees and to, I'm guessing, protect the ruler. But that is a guess. Do you guys have another duty? Carry the weapon. Okay, I think those are the duties. So they have duty on banners around the building. That's interesting. I would not have expected that. Devoted to their 3 duties. Oh, there's nothing up here. Ew, yeah, I agree. Just keep it up, fellas. I'm totally all for all that stuff. That's just arms again, right? It's the same, it's weapons, yeah. Ooh, it's a big ass sword. I I gotta have a look at this. But that room over there looks like it might be, well, now that it's a plural of the character I thought was ruler, I'm thinking it's not ruler anymore because probably not more than one. This is Jars. Oh, Jars. Hello, lizard. We see each other again. You're so adorable. I wonder what your language is. I hope I get to learn the language of the lizards. You hanging around up there, eh? And then what have we got here? A new one. Oh, there's another lizard up here. You have a friend. I wonder if there are more. Well, let's take a look at this sword. That's what we came here for. Warriors wait something. Ruler, but maybe not ruler. So maybe like warriors wait for the decree of the ruler. Let's just, or maybe it's waiting for them to wake up. I don't know. Or depending on. Let's just have a guess. Let's put in for a guess. Warriors wait for the decree of the ruler. Devotee. Dark. Warrior. The devotees wait for death. I mean, I don't think they are waiting. They're really trying to prevent it. Okay, I just had to take a break. So we've seen the big sword now, and we understand one half of it. This other half, I'm really thinking I'm wrong about ruler. So what else could it be? It's a plural. I mean, it could be the decree of. I still feel it's someone they see as some sort of higher being. So it could still be a decree, awaken. I don't know. There's so many things. Bacon could be all kinds of things. This. Let's just go in and see, right? What's here? A hearth. Is that what? What is this symbol over here? Oh, hang on here. Am I gonna be okay to? I'm definitely cool and normal and like one of you. Definitely all good. Okay, can't do anything over here. Is it? Shall we have a little discussion? But just with you speaking, not with me speaking. Just, like totally one-sided. I'm not worthy of speaking to you. Yeah. So, warriors wait for this thing I don't know. Maybe the decree of the rulers, or the awakening of the musicians. I don't know. Devotees wait for death. Oh, so you're just saying what the sword is saying. You're just. Ah. New thing that to me is still, like, the shape of this character still seems to me like it's a person of some kind, because they all, well, no, not they all, a lot of them have some kind of Y shape in the center of them, whether it's an upside down Y or a not upside down Y, a right side up Y, or where else this is probably a person, and it kind of, you could argue it has a Y in it still. I think this is a person of some kind. It might mean me, right? Because we don't have a word for you or me in this language, right? The interesting thing is we're obviously not going to get the same words in every language. We're not going to get exact equivalent words, I think, because there's already words in this language we don't have in the devotee language. But I wouldn't be surprised if you and me popped up. As a character, though, let's say that the Y in some way does mean person. What would it mean? What might it mean that there's a kind of a double Y going on here? Or if you see the taller part as the top of the Y, then it could be a tall Y with a how can I describe this shape? I'm actually waving my hands, which you can't see. It could be kind of like a stumpy little T kind of diagonally through the middle of it. Okay, maybe that's part of the meaning. But either way, whoever it is, they're waiting for a bottle. So I feel like you want me to get you a bottle. Wow, that was so funny. Obviously, I didn't understand their joke. And they obviously told a joke. But the fact that they told a joke is so funny. And they thought it was funny. Therefore, I think it's funny. Oh, hilarious. Warriors wait for the decree of the ruler or whatever. Devotees wait for death. Jerry over here is waiting for a bottle. Oh my god, that's the cutest. You guys are great. I'm going to bring you a bottle. Hang on, what's over here? Is this something? Ah, a little bridge over the blood lava. Except it won't let me move forward here, and so I reckon this is the door that the groups of soldiers or warriors are coming in, and I couldn't go through the door because it won't let me go through this way either. Hang on. No, it's not at all. It's because when I move slightly to the left here, I can see it's actually like a big hole. Okay, no. So this is like an elevator shaft, maybe, because it's got a big chain going through it. Okay, but why are there arms here? Weapons. I keep calling them arms. I don't know. It's just what I started with. And this goes to here. Who are you three? And should I follow you? Yep, looks like it. Oh, I see. I have to lay down my weapon to go in there. I mean, I doubt I'm going to use it, so I don't care. It's fine. I've got so many different things I want to do. I want to go and get Jerry a bottle. I want to lay down my weapon and go in here and see where these guys are going. And I still want to go through the door with the, ruler, but probably not ruler symbol. Okay, there's quite a lot going on. And because I haven't been through here, I still don't know what this symbol, like where this leads. And I think that's what the symbol means. And there's this here. So is this gonna take me to the bottle storage? Of course, because that little pad there is, of course, where an elevator lands. So that's a really convenient way of getting Jerry a bottle. Alright, hey everybody, it's just me again. On bottle duty. You know how much we all love duty? I've got bottle duty. I have a bottle. What am I doing? Everybody? I can't pick up another bottle because I already have a bottle. Hang on. Well, that means I had a bottle when I spoke to him. So do I... It didn't... I guess it didn't give me the option to give him the bottle. Normally we get the little, we get the little interaction circle that pops up. Like if I Hang on. If I click that, I can look at the bottle, but I don't think that's gonna... Maybe, you know, look, maybe it's not Jerry who wants the bottle, but I kind of think that's what the nature of the joke is, right? Like, how would it be a joke? This is a whole nother interesting part of the, you know, interpreting culture and interpreting culture through a language that you don't yet understand, right? You're kind of like, what is the nature of a joke in this situation? To me, it absolutely seems like the format of this joke is, here are the two things we say that are written on the sword. We say them all the time. The plural warrior wait decree plural ruler. You know, devotees wait for death. Me here, waiting for a bottle. And he does bottle action. There's two kinds of ways I can imagine this being a joke. One is if he wants a bottle, because that's funny. Like, he's saying something he wants. We as the joke audience can all relate to it, or at least if, you know, like you can, you know, what they're imagining, a relatively normal person can relate to it, etc., etc. I'd like a bottle too. Or the joke is a specific person who already is said to drink a lot. You know what I mean? Like, maybe there's a specific leader and they're like, that person really likes to have a drink, you know, and that could be the joke as well. That's the funniest laughter. It's so, like, it's clearly so genuine, but it's so their voices are so funny that it almost comes off as kind of performative. But doing this doesn't let me... Can I just go through? I can just go through. I thought I was going to need you guys to let me through, but never mind. I see. Look, I clearly I'm going to need that bottle elevator for something, so I'm glad I've discovered it. Okay, this is very beautiful. This is very beautiful. Look at these interesting styles of... I was going to call them windows, but they're not really windows, are they? Or maybe they are windows. Very lovely. Are we going up to a different floor here? Whoa. This is interesting. Hang on. So maybe that symbol means observatory. This one. Observatory? It could mean observatory. It's so cool that there's an observatory. Observatory, it could mean stars. It could mean look place, you know, if we're kind of judging from the devotee language. I'm gonna go with that for now. Let's take a look, shall we? This is so beautiful. What perfect music style for what seems to be, you know, what you would imagine a kind of a lovely fantasy observatory to be like, where you look at the stars, where you think, where you learn, where you study. This is divine. Aha! I see the glint. I understand. I understand. Look, I always understood what a glint in a video game means. I 100% understood it. My problem is that I didn't know how to interact with it. Observe. Well, no, sorry, that's my guess that it says observatory. But all right, look, I'm pushing in all directions. There doesn't seem to be anything to interact with here. But so is this something that has been sent here, and maybe the little seal is saying this goes to the observatory? So maybe this is like a decree sent to the observatory. I'm going to look at the glint last. Does anyone else like to do that in video games where you're like, I know that this is the most important thing in the room and I'm going to save it. I need to look at everything else first. You know, it's in part It's in part because, for me, just explaining my reasoning, my thinking, it's in part because I think maybe if I do the important thing, things will change and I won't have the opportunity to look at everything. And these are like deep kind of deeply embedded like gamer skills from like, you know, all the way back to like my early gaming experience when I was growing up with like adventure games, point and click games, you know. But it's also in part just for the excitement of like, what is the main thing? Okay, cool. Let's look at all of the little things first. Like, let's save it. Let's savor the moment and build up. But I'm excited about everything. All right, new characters. So exciting! It's so exciting getting new characters. It really feels like you get a present. I mean, that looks like the sun rising. That looks, I don't know, I suppose it just looks like a triangle. But this certainly does look, like, you know, the movement of planets, right? So could this be sun rising? It's just sun, isn't it? This is sun. Let's say sun. This is the sun. This is the sun that the devotees consider a god. That may be a god. Or maybe God acts through the sun, or maybe the sun is actually not a god. Okay, I think I'm starting to get a thought. So in the early part of this game, I was saying, it seems to me that the story that is unfolding here is that the people, including the devotees among the people, the sun helps them with their crops, with their whole lifestyle. They consider, at least the devotees consider the sun a god. They worship the sun, but something's gone wrong with the sun. And I suppose since the crops seem to be dying, it's either too much sun or not enough sun. I guess I would guess too much sun from the fact that it seems to be a desert out there, and that it seemed like the crops were, I guess, just in the wall murals, it seemed like the crops were, I don't know, it seemed like the crops were wilting in a way that I read too much sun, but, they're drying out. Something else, hang on, I'm trying to remember what it is. Something else has made me think that, and I'm trying to remember what it is, because I don't know if I've mentioned it, but there was something I saw somewhere, and I can't remember at all what it was, but it seemed to me to be someone holding up their hands in a way that they were looking for rain, like, thinking about rain, the concept of rain. I'm really wondering what it was, and I'm thinking it might even be because the one thing that I have seen outside of this game is the title image for this game. It might even be in the title image, and I can't help seeing that, obviously. It's the one thing I see every time I start the game up. I think it might be in the title image. There's a character that looks like they're going, rain, and that makes me think there's too much sun, the crops are wilting, they need water. And so rather than the sun being missing, it's more like the sun, in a sense, misbehaving, or, needing to just tone it down a notch. And that might be kind of what's happening out there. Now, if that's the case, the other part of this story, of course, that I've said is that it seems to me that the warriors are, warriors plus, I don't know, other people who are here, seem to be stopping the devotees and the people from getting into this, whatever all of this is. I'm just going to say temple for the time being. I don't know. It seems to be. This citadel, temple, I don't know. This whole thing. They're not letting them in. They're like, no. You're not coming in. You're not allowed to see God. The preacher, I'm thinking, this is the other thing. I was saying, I don't know if the preacher is good or bad. Is it a preacher that's claiming to speak for God, or a preacher that at least believes they do speak for God, or who actually does speak to God in a sense? I still don't know this. However, given how things have turned out, I'm thinking about what the preacher was trying to do and how the preacher ended. And I'm thinking the preacher was trying to get closer to God. They went and did something unusual. They went and dug up that lens to try and get access to the higher parts of this citadel / temple, to probably because it could have been that normally they do hear things from God in whatever way they interpret it, and they thought, my communication has ended, something is up, I have to go and see what's up. I think that the preacher, at the moment, that's what I think the preacher was trying to, got some sort of sign that God was not speaking through them anymore, in whatever way that takes place, and they were like, something stinks here, I gotta do something about it. Or they actually did hear some kind of sign from the sun or God, whatever it is, and it was in fact God or the sun indicating something is up, and through that they were like, something is up, I gotta go and see what's up. Maybe they had an accident in trying to do this, or I don't know, maybe something fishy going on, maybe they were murdered. Anyway, where I was going with all of this is kind of the foundation I've been working with so far. But now that I see this observatory, and now that I see this, I'm now thinking, could the problem with the sun simply be, I mean, maybe not simply and maybe not only, but could it involve the fact that there's some kind of movement of the planets going on, creating whatever this galactical phenomenon is, creating this problem? It's a compelling theory to me at this point. It doesn't explain why there are people in this place who want to stop the devotees finding out more about this. Maybe I'm sure that whatever that's about, it's to do with control, right? It's to do with the threat of whatever fragile balance of system, of governance is going on here. I don't know. Clearly people in power want secrets to be kept here. It's interesting. So maybe, anyway, coming back to this, it looks like the two big circles are, pathways, maybe. And the smaller circles are planets. So you have to think like what we're seeing here is an eclipse. Whatever this triangle planet is, it is blocking the light from the sun, and it seems like we're seeing a shadow cover this planet. But that actually in a sense goes against what I was saying before, which is that I was thinking there was too much sun, and actually maybe it's that there's not enough sun. But it seems pretty sunny out there, right? Actually, it doesn't actually seem like there's an eclipse. It seems pretty sunny out there. Okay, super interesting. I've talked to you for a long time. I can't finish this episode unless we look at the glint, right? I guess we have to look at this first before we look at the glint. Oh, yeah, we see stars, and I don't seem to be able to do anything here. So I guess, of course, you need an item, but that will probably allow us to move the telescope in the way that we need it to see what's going on here. So you need some kind of star-shaped item. And I only have this bottle here. Nope, the bottle doesn't help. Okay. Very interesting. There's nothing else to interact with. That, it's not... Is that the star shape we're seeing here? No. No, I just want to have... Yeah, because it's kind of like a square. It's kind of like a square shape that then has a diagonal square through it, if you understand. So the picture on the piece of paper here, like the outer shape of it, looks like what we're looking at here. Okay. Well, that gives me some kind of sense then. There was something decreed about this. Alright, look. Do I have the same problem again? It's glinting. I get it. It's glinting. But like, I can't even look at this close up. It only gives me the option to use an image with it. And it's not the bottle. Nope, it's not the bottle. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna have to leave this episode, but very, very interesting mystery here, and very compelling, very, very compelling, I think, you know, big law implications here about what's going on with the sun. Really interesting to think that there might be some kind of big natural phenomenon happening in the skies that is messing with the exposure to sun here. But how that plays into the politics and the power games that are happening here is still, I mean, all of this is still a mystery, but yeah, I haven't really quite tied this in yet. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you so much for all of the positive comments. I have been really overwhelmed with how lovely you have all been, quite frankly, and I'm so glad. When I hear the comments in these videos, I know I'm surrounded by my people. You know what I mean? I know I'm surrounded by my people, so it gives me the warm fuzzies. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying, and I'm so looking forward to bringing you more Chants of Sennaar. So we'll continue. There's so much more to look at in the next video. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. Do something nice for yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.